Hi everyone, and to this session of today's writing and creating content with AI. And today I'm going to pose a very interesting question. How good is Claude AI? So I've just purchased a pro account, and I understand there are free level tiers, and the biggest one is not yet released. So we're talking about the simple $20 for month. And this is quite a game changer because now I realize this can do serious damage with fiction. So let's dive right in and see what we can do. I will always also be using Gemini as a counselor to be. We are making sort of the concept is this. This is a sort of like an manual automated team, and I'm discussing the issues with Gemini, the free version, and we move on to the Cloud AI. All right, so let's begin. So, yeah, good evening, John. I actually made already the initial brainstorming, but let's think that we are all fresh here. So Gemini is free. This is kind of annoying with the LastPass session. Okay, it's just on Gemini that it's. Because I'm connected. Never mind. Okay, so let's talk to him. Yeah, we will allow. Hello. Good evening. Today we will be building and discussing a novel idea which is based on a game board, but we are first going to recruit our novelist. This is for a children author book adventure for ages 10 to 15. The first novel title is Adam and the Lost Children of Atlantis, and this is based around the idea that initially, in the first third of a novel, we are discussing the paradoxical word creation. So the word building is going to be a bit abstract, but I want to serve it to kids. So this should be acting as a new mythology, a legend, a fairy tale, a dream within a dream, and I want to explore not just the Big Bang or how religions used to envision how the world began, how the cosmos began, and not to explore God or the Big Bang, but I want to manifest that there are many options and possibilities in the word creation. So I'm going to do it using a story. So this is the first third. The second third is going to concentrate with the first character, and the first character is the creator of this game, and this game is called Space Tribes. And the creator's name is Adam Douglas. He's a 12 years old chess prodigy from Austin, Texas, and he has this sort of curiosity and daydreams into the nature of reality. He poses questions about the nature of existence, and he often finds himself being transcended and ascended into a dimension of compassion and love. So he kind of detaches himself from Earth and from this realm, and he is doing what I call stargazing, out of space, underwater, soul searching, dream walking, dream gazing. You get my idea. And in this dimension, he creates a new parallel dimension. And this is where his love for defensive chess becomes this sort of um, game building, and he envisions himself within that game. And this is a game with tiles, with hexagons, and a world building scenario. So this game, he sees himself being pulled into this game, which he played in a game of chess, which converted within his daydream into a game of Space Tribes, and he became the first character to pass through that portal. And this brings us to the third conclusion of the novel, which is his voyage in Atlantis. Now, once reached Atlantis, he would meet with Elysia, and she is the secondary main character. On another realm of existence, she is Lilith, his future wife, but he doesn't know it yet. And they will encounter many puzzles and quests within that game until they reach the final room with the final boss, which is the king. And the king and Adam will be engaged in a game of chess. And Adam will see that all the king's moves are very familiar, like he's 2 or 3 steps ahead of him, until finally he realizes this is himself. Actually, he's playing against his future self in another parallel dimension, and that by stalemate in the game, he manages to release that deadlock and be released through the dream, and vice versa. So this is the plot. Now, let us prepare a very descriptive synopsis with the game concept and the novel concept for the game, and prep up our author to use a descriptive language and show and not tell. Hit it. Wow. So you see, I've been processing this quite a lot, and now we have very good. So first of all, this approach of telling the AI what we want from the AI is excellent, and the more you practice it, the better results you will have. So we just gave out our speech. Okay. Can we generate a simple list of tasks, initial tasks for our new offer? So this is where the fun begins, because the idea is not to turn this into a conversation, but converting it into a list of items that it will process. So now, yep. Consider opening with short, engaging prologue that hints at the mysteries to come. Perhaps describe a strange recurring dream Adam has been having. When exploring the multiple creation myths, you could have Adam reading different books. Adam a dreamer. Develop, consider how. Now, usually at this point, I'm trying to force the AI into building it into 9 chapters. I'm really used to this system of 9. Yep. So, okay. Now we are doing this. This is his response. Let's ask him to check possible premises. Let's say 5 ideas, and also let's ask him to craft a demo for a highly visual synopsis. Alright, so the idea is to ping pong it back and forth, but the key is to issue a command. Okay, so if you just paste in from one AI to another, you've done nothing. You could have the same effect with an AGI. But once you ask him, look at the command. Could you let me show you again. Check in premises idea. Okay, so now we do this by pasting it. But he actually created. You see, I, Gemini is not that strong. It doesn't realize completely. Can you check? Can you check possible promises? And also feel free to use some of my ideas if they connect well. So now not only I asked him for promises, I used the other guy's mistake by he handing me premises as in a story beginning. So now we have plot, deep plot. Yep. Okay, now we have also the synopsis. Okay. So we are done here. Let's build a new outline that is made into 9 parts from above or as much. So now we have an outline. We can connect. And let's check if, yeah, we have a hidden chamber and the tribes. This is the suggested outline. Can you overlay and check if you have to start? Should change to chill? I am also thinking we could expand a bit over the workation and created in the game, etc. Internal server error. And again. So we are out of memory or something like that. I guess I want the outline. Let's do it shorter. I guess Opus 3 is not yet ready to receive massive amount of text. Or, I don't know, condensed 9. Okay, so we got our expanded outline. And what I'm doing here is very important because um, we got back from the O4. Hmm, can we elaborate it to become 9 parts again? Also, and I'm again with same request to make it more children oriented and more Starry Enigma. So now we have a night sky, celestial gateway, and the space tribes, Atlantis, King's Gambit. All right. So, so can you use this outline? You, I'm not sure. If he falls, then it's a problem. Can you use the outline and see if this is fitting for children adventure book? Don't fall. Don't fall. Wait, outline well suited. It incorporates engaging elements. Okay, so now we have strengths. And really take your time here, don't rush it. To try to build the premises, try to build the outline, take it back and forth a few times. Look for weaknesses. And this looks okay. Yeah, okay. So he approved. He just approved the outline. He didn't really I don't really have to paste it back. I just wanna well, there are two things. First thing, I'm doing a backup. And as you can see, we have many versions. Let's close everything, close others. I don't care. We have a C# file. Cool. So we can just chuck everything here inside. Yeah, now we're going to do a second folder, and we're gonna do O as in outline. And I'm keeping it as MD file because Novel Crafter really loves those MD files. So copy, and we have, now we are going to build the parts. Can we build this part into a full chapter? Hand out as much tasks and details as possible so that we all four can start the first shell drift. So I'm not sure if you see what I'm doing here. I'm not sure it will work, but I'm calling this 0, and each time I will just replace this part. So as you can see, let's see if we got it right. So look out. This chapter and everything here is the actual starting point. So now we just ask, can you now write the first chapter like it is a full book with around 999 words? So this is again a very powerful command, and with all what we have before it becomes really go. We've done the research, and you've seen how fast the process was. Now, we have a question about the language, like places where we have cluster. Um, we have a mom situation. So we have a grandfather situation. It is all feeling very naive. So we will have to discuss the style. Let's do O1 because it will be just a balance between O and O1. Write the first chapter, write the second. So, okay. Our author has just handed us the first chapter demo. I have to say I was looking into a much more show and not tell approach. Sometimes The language seems too high above children of our target age, 10 to 15. What else do you see, and what new tasks we can ask specifically to improve offer's style in this initial draft. So, yep. And I think each time you do like one or two iterations, and we have to train the model from within, then become. So we now, okay. Our editor has directed us to ask for a rewrite. Use his response to guide you. So now I'm also bringing more the entities into question. This is the editor, this is the author. First of all, you can see it's already much more imaginative. At a given point, the magic starts. I think we are close to a point where the flow begins. We have visual descriptions. We have a death of a grandfather inside here. And also it's very assuming with the space tribes. And why is it only 5? Okay. This is his revision. I feel it's better, but somehow much shorter. I would also like to navigate away from grandparent death, and also like the chapter to be much. As always, hand out tasks for you right. It does show improvement in certain areas, adding length and details. Instead of telling, show Adam asking himself a question like, where did they come from? Yep. Editor's response. Adam lay on his bed, his eye glued to the telescope pointed to the window. Yes. So, I think we are having a flow here. We are having a flow. A flow is the point where I can actually see the AI writing and imagining. Okay. Okay. I find it much better. Maybe since it is still shorter than what I had in mind, we can him to split two parts. The first will cover the creation of a cosmos in a parallel paradoxical dimension. The Space Tribes game board. The second present the main within the game Anom, and could story. Yeah, so now I just asked it to split it down to two and really convert this idea, which is very sophisticated. Mm. But as you can see, is not really cooperating. It's too. You see how the human brain is stronger than the AI. It cannot understand. So I just reversed the order of things. Sensitivity is a great idea. It allows. Yep. He loves my idea. Yep, so let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Everybody's a critic, huh? Happy writing. So now I'm just copying the both, but it won't allow me. Allow me. So one, one. Can you write this part with full Asian and highly cinematic descriptions around. So I'm just aiming it a bit higher since I've seen each time he cuts it down to 500, 700 words. So let's try to in the vast expanse of a multiverse, where countless realities shimmer like stars in an endless cosmic sea. There existed a dimension like any other, realm where the paradox boundaries of imagination lies the Space Tribes game board. We will have to do several revisions, but it's interesting. So now we have the diverse world building creating. I have to sneeze. Yeah, that was a sneeze. So I like the style. It's already very descriptive. And here comes. Okay, so slightly higher. Mm-hmm. All right. Here is the first part of chapter. I love the direction. This could still better. Um, Also in the regard of dream within a dream and the important weakness is that suddenly appears instead of slowly revealing to us that it falls cosmos box. Yes, we are getting there, friends. We are getting there. A strong start. It does lack some elements you mentioned wanted to incorporate and should be improved upon. Vivid descriptions. Go. Our editor points out the following. So, whatever you take from this session, which is long, I know, but I guess if you're an avid follower of an is to really take your time, because using AI doesn't mean becoming lazy. It means work harder. So you see, you have to direct the AI, you have to supervise, you have to be there with your presence, because if you fall asleep in these moments, what you'll have is just a dream, a daydream. If you if you stay awake, you will produce a real dream, and I think this is uh-huh. So now we have a prophecy. hmm So now we got much more where I'm going to be sort of like a dream within a dream. Love what he done. Do you think it is good enough? Should the opening cover more world building and only on the second half start evolve main by reaching out to these two negotiators, you can get really better responses. It's a lot of hard work. So I'm just like, let's see. Uh, can you retry following our editor's direction? Here's another revision. Adam Douglas, curious 12 years old with passion for astronomy, often found himself lost in the pages of ancient books and star-filled dreams. Excellent. One particularly restless night, as Adam explored, intrigued by this revelation. In the waking world, Adam's fascination with his dreams grew. Passage described, okay, all leather-bound Tom, back in the dreamscape. Okay. So it is shorter, but we can call it 1. So now, close others. Uh, look it here. Now paste in, can we proceed from here to end part? And out directions for the offer. Yes, there is a great improvement. Okay, copy. And again. Remember the one that we wrote here. Sorry. Yeah. So can you now write this part? I also forgot about story beats. So I hope the nerdy novelist is not angry with me. Okay, Adam walk with a start is hard. Hmm. So we got the being reaching out for him, but it could be a horror film. And the etched tattoo on his hand. What do you think, guys? Do we have here a novelist in the making, or is it just lame? He just continued doing the first into the second. He became suddenly became stronger, but I'm not sure he became better. Yeah. So the cosmos and as an entity is not something we can work with. Okay. My remarks. I don't like the direction this is going. A tattoo etched being cosmos. Um, a sudden jolt feels too like also feels very redundant and not I feel this was rushed. I did not feel anything toward a dream created within a dream. There was no joy. It did not sparkle curiosity. Yeah, very harsh words, but true. Well, I have on your feedback. But now he's so okay. So what we would do, since he did not cooperate, is just paste my remarks once again. Lots of mistakes in my writing, but who cares? I'll fix it. I apologize for confusion and lack of clarity. Let me take another approach. Child-friendly tone. Yeah, as the first rays of sunlight crept through a window, let him stir from his slumber. Let him set up. Something felt different, filled with newfound sense of purpose. Well, thrilled and terrified him. Okay. So the grandfather, at least the granddad is still alive. Tears welling up in his eyes. So they would give him, just hand him out this book with all that power, and he would cry and like over dramatic. And so the plot here really goes nowhere. So let's do that. Okay. Try to change it from within, but really, I start to understand that maybe we could do it the other way around, huh? Hmm. I still don't like what offer has crafted. Maybe we should restart and build a better set of story beats. I feel far too much improvisation is filled with very weak plot. Yeah, still concerned about the current direction of the story. Appreciate your openness to starting fresh. So we are doing the story beats. Okay, we have a strange symbol on the palm. Explores the book. Hmm, I don't like the tattoo. I don't like the book. I would like it to manifest within the inbox as I specified earlier.